What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Finally we're in a video. It's been a tough week for me that we had presentations, exams, every test that's been possible, interviews, everything was there scheduled for the previous 2 weeks. So no coverage of Fulham game, no coverage of Wolves game, not even before that. So another apologies are coming so quite often now, and I can't do anything about it. To be sure, I'm doing my best to stop that, but the video title itself says that have we actually fulfilled what was expected? Was fulfilled. The experiments, everything, squad rotation, fixture congestion, everything came underway, but have we actually marked our expectations regarding the signings that we have put in summer? What all things need to be changed? What all things has to be, the scope of, or you can say, what can be expected in the next season? Is it a title charge? What if happens when you get Sancho? What if we have Bissouma, Declan Rice, Conde, Rafael Varane, everything, another links that's been coming in once again in the summer. It's not new for Manchester United fans to be linked with every fucking player on the planet. So we'll be talking about, have we improved, or have we expected that mark? Have we reached that mark, reached that summit? The best possible thing that can happen this season, we did it or not? We'll be explaining it, and without wasting any time, let's get this started. Let's just begin with what all things we done this summer, including Donny van de Beek, the big name. People were just having mixed feelings on. He is not starting, he's been put on bench so often. Then we have Amad Traore Diallo, then we have Facundo Pellistri, Carlo leaving out on loan, many other players coming in. Daniel James wasn't used much more to the, how he doesn't set us, actually, you can say, straightforward. And all things summed up, and what we expected in the start of the season, where will we finish? To be honest, let's be honest and say that we are fighting for top 4. Fighting for top 4. Now, people could actually put this into context and say that Ole has had no CV, no other Premier League manager, Premier League club would take him as a manager after getting sacked here and all that bullshit. People can say that around and say that we can be fighting for top 4 as a club for Manchester United. When Ole actually manages his club, will he even do that? He can't even finish for 5th, 6th, whatever. And blaming it as the third position that we secured last season was just a fluke because the league was dull. Leicester was so shit in the last. That's why we put that in the third. We were actually being third last season. That's been the reason I've been telling. This time we have finished second with 74 points. That's a big fuck you to them, that you can't be doing this again for 2 years in a row. People say that we actually been in luck for 2 straight years. Luck for 2 straight years? What's that kind of luck, man? I love that because we actually see pundits saying that we are not gonna finish top 4. 1 out of the 25 pundits that actually were trying to give a prediction did actually put Ole in top 4, Ole's Man United in top 4. Just 1 out of the 25 football pundits that have been giving predictions. Let's be honest, no one would have thought. We have improved massively. Luke Shaw, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Cavani, not a single player club now. We aren't relying on one single player, Bruno Fernandes. We have Paul Pogba performing. We have Greenwood having a rough phase in the start of the season, then coming back in the second half. Then we have Paul Pogba, and we have Edinson Cavani, Luke Shaw, Maguire brilliant, Dean Henderson brilliant, De Gea has been brilliant when brought in, Van Bissaka brilliant, everyone were brilliant. We don't have a squad like City. Now when we talk about challenging for the title, we actually did challenge for the title for a week or two. So that's embarrassing, you could say, but it's a good thing. For us, it's actually a good thing because we are going into the next season having this mentality that we can actually challenge for title and we can win it. Now it's hard to see Manchester City lift that title, everyone getting medals, and I'm jealous, to be honest. the other Manchester club being so successful in the past few seasons, you can respect that. Can respect that. Fuck, I care. But then you have to respect Pep because he's one of the best tactician in today's world. May that be a rival club. Like, do I care? It's a rival club. It's a Manchester enemy. Actually, you can say it's a derby between us when we play. So we can agree at some time that he is actually major, so major, and you have to actually look forward to the actual agenda that's been put against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer by pundits, football analysts. Telegraph has been so fucking ridiculous, putting those lying quotes of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in a bad and negative way every time. Every time. It's like a kid operating in Telegraph and posting those things on Twitter. And Trevor Sinclair, what a clown! What a clown! And we can talk about that for a long time, and I just don't want to waste that in this video. So the thing is, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been disrespected so much. People say that again this season, that Liverpool had injuries. Chelsea has been, under Frank Lampard, has been so poor, so shit for the first season. Tuchel has come in and improved that. Fucking hell. We too had injuries last season. We too didn't get Bruno till January. We were so shit with Andres Pereira and Jesse Lingard. You didn't have that sympathy for us, but you need to have that for Liverpool, and you need to have that for Chelsea. Liverpool have been playing the same 11 for 2 fucking years. Obviously, the match fitness, or the fitness, everything will go. Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold have been so lucky to actually survive. You need to have a look at your team and have some rest, have some things known about your players, when they need to rest, when they should have match fitness, how they are sharp. Klopp doesn't do that, so he deserves it. You blame that point that he hasn't done that. He hasn't been resting the players. You can say that as a point, but you don't hear that. You don't hear that from the media. Welby's been here, and Liverpool has been doing this injury, so they have been poor. They finished third again. Liverpool this season has been the top 4 contender till last day, where the replica of what Manchester United were last season. We were struggling for top 4. So this season's Liverpool is actually Manchester United last season. The criticism we got after being unbeaten after the restart, now Liverpool being so poor at home, 6 continuous losses at Anfield, and then struggling to actually beat some relegation teams, and then coming up and winning against us. Look at the commentator bias there. Look at the commentator bias, how so grateful he is for Liverpool, and how dull and lethargic for our goals, which has been winning goals. Look at how he actually says it for Liverpool when they go a goal down and come back, and how he does it for us. So the main thing is actually how we improved as a unit. It's been a fantastic progress. The progress, actual progress, not the certain managers doing a progress. So Tuchel has bottled a final, you could say. I can say it straight in the face that Tuchel has bottled a final FA Cup, and he is going to face Manchester City in the Champions League final, who has those players reserved, very much rested, because they have 2 complete 11s. I can talk about that too. So as a unit, let's forget about all other teams in the league. We have 8 points more than last season. We have scored more goals in a single season than any other manager than any other season since Alex Ferguson's last season at United, where we actually scored 86 goals. That tells you. And some things you have to mention to say that Ole is actually doing a good job, because people actually say that he has relegated Cardiff, he has been doing this, he has been doing that, he has conceded these many goals in the history of a Manchester Football Club. We have those negatives. The positives has been more than negatives. You click that one negative and judge that just a whole fucking club, and just leave away this positive because that doesn't fit your agenda. So I've said it in the video that second place and a Europa League trophy would be very, very effective, very, very actual positive season, or an FA Cup or an EFL Cup. We have been out from the FA Cup. That was poor. Have we achieved it? Second place, actually good. 5 points clear of third place Liverpool. We would have never imagined that this could happen. 5 places ahead. 12 points to Cat City, and we have been unlucky. Those fixture congestions, those 2-3 games, we could have closed the gap, but we had to do it the tough way, and I'm grateful for the players. And as a fan, you could say that Manchester United Football Club is actually going forward. We can actually get those signings done. Jadon Sancho, JM, Rafael Varane, Tom Heaton is coming as a free. So these all things need to happen because we are going in a forward direction. Previous managers hasn't been backed. Jose Mourinho was backed, but not in a good way. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not backed. He has been given more expensive signings, which actually is an expensive signing, and you don't have to do that. The scouting network has to do their job very, very well. So Amad Diallo and Anthony Elanga started against Wolves in the last Premier League game of the season. Anthony Elanga with a goal, fabulous. That was fabulous. And it actually, something that baffles me is that Daniel James left-footed cross that curves in, and that is absolutely sensational. And he goes on to miss simplest of 1v1s in the game too, Daniel James. So that's like you're showing your full potential, and you're actually proving that why you're not in the club, why you're not in the starting 11, not here. So I have mixed feelings. I just feel good for Daniel James giving that assist to Anthony Elanga, good finish. Then Amad Diallo was so superb. People could say that where are your standards? This actually hasn't been our best performance. This is actually a best performance. If you think that we didn't play much better, then I don't think what you're watching. You're just pointing out. People just live in this fan base to actually watch a game where you can actually pinpoint those negatives. Fucking enjoy the game, man. Let's just think how Amad was so good in his movements, how he can control the ball. Daniel James was pacey. Anthony Elanga was actually being perfect. Williams was so forward. Telles, everyone was doing the best. I didn't see Williams this good for a long while. Matic was actually running that midfield. Donny van de Beek was so slick. And if you actually look at the game to point out those negatives and put it on Twitter to actually get interactions, you are getting blocked. That's it for today, guys. If you like the video, please hit that like button, and if you have to subscribe, please hit that subscribe button, will be a big help. And again, actually search me on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere possible. I will be putting that link down, and we'll soon putting up those predictions. I'll be reacting to my early season predictions, and we'll be checking what actually happened. And I'm going to look like a madman, or I'm gonna look like a clown there, because I know what I predicted. So it's actually going to be an embarrassing thing. So second position, 74 points. Europa League coming up next. Final against Villarreal, against Unai Emery. Confident that we can actually lift a trophy, because this has to be one of the most important moments so far in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United. That hot seat. People will start blaming. People will still will criticize because we actually win the Champions League and drop down to Europa. This trophy won't matter. People will say, just don't care. Just fucking care. Don't fucking care them. We just need to win this trophy. A trophy for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, first trophy in Manchester United as a manager. That would be a big thing. So predictions will be coming up. The transfer window, if it works very well, it's going to be an enjoyable summer transfer window, and the days could actually pass so easily. And if it's a shit transfer window, it's going to be a depression. So we'll be meeting in the next video. Until then, stay home, stay safe. Goodbye.